was frankly surprised at the extent of the pushback we got with respect to this effort, particularly after we made it so clear that the fiduciary duty of our investment trust advisors and managers comes first, that they cannot sacrifice the returns in behalf of this objective, notwithstanding how worthy this objective is. I've been the proud sponsor of over 24 environmental measures. I take second seat to no one on this council or any place else in terms of my own commitment to the environment, substantive, real action. I do not consider this matter to be a frivolous, merely symbolic matter. I consider this to be a serious statement of what our council believes is appropriate public policy without costing our retirees anything. The notion that we are profiting from the very fossil fuel companies that are endangering our planet seems to me to be simply unacceptable on any level. Unless, of course, there are not investments that could achieve similar results. And we know that simply is not the case, that there are many opportunities for commensurate returns without profiting from the very businesses that really pose such an existential threat to our planet. So I worked that bill with my colleagues as hard as I've worked anything on my 10 plus years on this council. Can't tell you, I don't even remember, Mr. Hamlin may, how many amendments that we drafted with respect to that, or Mr. Drummer. 10? Did we get to 10? I think we got to plus 10, maybe 11. 11 versus
Probably more. Yeah.
11 different approaches, all of which trying to make it clear we are not going to cost our retirees a penny. In the end of the day, we simply could not get there. And many of my colleagues said to us, make this a resolution. The Board of Trustees said, make this a resolution. The President of the Board of Trustees wrote a letter saying, make this a resolution like the District of Columbia. We can get on board. Given that every other community that has advanced this has done so in the form of a resolution, including the District of Columbia, I felt that that was acceptable. And so that is why we are where we are today with this matter before us, one that I continue to believe protects our retirees and asks our managers, really? You can't substitute coal stocks? Apple isn't doing better than coal stocks? You can't find other stocks that actually do better? Even counter-cyclical stocks? I don't believe it. I actually directed my own financial advisor to make sure that all my mutual funds are sustainable mutual funds. And he said, we can do that and you will not suffer as a result. Institutions across the country are doing precisely that and finding that they too earn comparable results. So I hope that we too will see that result when we move in that direction, as I hope we will today. All in favor of the resolution as amended, please raise your hand. That's Mr. Elrich, Mr. Hucker, Mr. Rice, Mr. Leventhal, Ms. Navarro, Mr. Katz, Mr. Reamer, myself, all opposed? Ms. Florine. Measure passes 8-1.